Okay, good day, everyone. Today we'll be looking at a very important topic in our advanced Excel class. And today we'll be looking at the count if and the count ifs. So let's jump to our Excel workbook to get started. Okay, we'll be starting with this. These are our data sets. We have customer names, the state in which they order from, the product that they ordered, and the sales that were being made from each of the products. So we want to count how many customers do we have from Ibadan now. So we are going to start with equals count if, then press your tab or you double click on that. It's telling us that range. So I'm going to look at my data set. Where is the range that I have what I want to look that what I want to count, then comma, then what criteria. I can do this in two ways. I can either click this directly because I have my Ibadan here. If I click it directly and I close the bracket, if I don't close the bracket, it will go. Then it's telling me that here in this data set we have just 6 Ibadan, and let us check. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, and that is fine. Another way that I can use to do this is, let me copy the formula we have here, Control C. I'm going to come here, paste special, then I'm going to paste my formula there. Okay, fine, but the formula is not yet correct because it's picking something different. I want this part. Okay, now I'm not going to pick H2 here. I want to type in Ibadan myself. So I'm going to put my parentheses, then type Ibadan. The formatting does not really matter. You can see capital letter mixed with small letter, but it should still work. So it gives me the same answer, 6. So I can either type it directly or I could have written it down like this. Then I pick what I want. I'm still good to go. So the other one that I want to do is I want to check how many people do we have from Ibadan, and as well about want to count them now. So instead of typing again, let me just copy my formula, come here, paste special. I believe we've done paste special before. If you don't know what paste special is, you can click on previous videos and watch that. Okay, so this paste special, um okay, but okay, you can see that it comes down. No, that's not what I want. I want it here like this. So this is okay. Okay, the another thing is that okay, I need two criteria now. Let me copy this, then plus. I'm going to click on plus, then I'm going to paste the other criteria. Yeah, the other criteria is also saying that count if also the range is still this same range, but now it's not going to be ABBA plus this. So I'm going to type in ABBA directly here, and it should work. ABA, and close parentheses. So it means that it's going to add up. How many people do I have that come from Ibadan, and also add it, count it, and add it with the number of people. Okay, you can see we have a little error here. The error is that in this formula that I copied, being lazy or so to so, I didn't specify what I want here. This is just, it just picked this particular cell for me, and that's the G3. So I need to write Ibadan here as well, so that it's going to tell me how many people comes from Ibadan, and they also come from Aba. Okay, yes, so it's telling me that it is 8. So we have 6 people from Ibadan. If I check those that come from Aba, it's going to be 2. We can see we have just 2 of them here. Then 6 plus 2 is going to give us 8. So, and that is fine. Now, another thing that I want to do now, I want to check how many people, how many sales do we have that is greater, that is less than 100. So I'm going to start with count if, yes, the range. This is the range that we are looking at. Then comma, then we want to check sales that is less than 100. So I'm going to start with my parentheses, less than 100, then close it, then close my bracket, then I have it. So it's telling me that we have 10 sales that are less than 100. Let us confirm this. Bring your filter up, bring in your filter. So we're going to filter here, number filter, number less than, yes, number less than 100. Number less than 100. How many do we have? So you can see we have just 10 of them, and that is correct. That is what we are having here as well. So that is a way to check if your function or formula is working. The next one is I want to sell sales not equals to 500. Any of these sales that is not equal to 500, you write your equals, count if, then you pick that. Where is the range? This is the range. Okay, then your comma, not equals to, not equals is okay. We start our parentheses. Not equals is less than and greater than sign. Just put them together. That is not equals to 500. Then you close that. Then you can close your bracket. Yeah, it's telling me that we have 20 values that are not equals to 500. Do we even have value that is equal to 500 here? I doubt it. So if you don't have value that are equal to 500, so it means all other values, yeah, is going to count them, and we have 20 of them, and that is fine. Now the next thing that we want to do is name starting with C. That means that look at my value. I want to look at the name that is starting with C. So I'm going to start with equals count if. Where is the range? I'm coming to the name now. Name, comma, what's the criteria? Okay, starting with C. So that means I'm going to use a wildcard here, my parentheses. Then I'm going to start with C. Yes, C is important. Then I'm going to put shift 8. That is the asterisk. That is telling us that it can start with C. Any other thing that follows does not really matter, and that is our criteria. So it's telling us that just two names start with C. If you check here, how many names? Okay, we have Chizobangozi. These are the two names that start with C. These two names start with C, and that is correct. Now, um, start. Okay, this should be start. No, it should be ending. You want to look at a name that is ending with O. That is ending with O. So we'll start with count. We want to count how many names end with O. Count if. Where is the range? We are choosing this range now, comma. Then we are going to choose your parentheses. So I'm going to start with the asterisk now. Then I'm going to write O. Then I'm going to close that. Then I'm going to close my bracket. So it's telling me that no name end with O. And if you check here, none of the names end with O. We have A, N, A, like that. If you check them, none of them end with O. And that is very correct. Now, we also want to check 5 words end with an N. And I'm going to check that from the state region. So I want to count how many of these states end with that has 5 words and end with an N. So I'm going to equals count if, then pick that. Where is the range? This is the range here, comma. Then what's the criteria? Now I need to, we have 5 words that end with N. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to write 4 of them. Then I put N. And I'm going to close this. So this question mark means that I don't care about all other things that must have started, that must have been in the word, but it should just end with N for me. So but it has to be 5 words. It has to be 5 words. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the fifth one should be N. Then if I click this, it's telling me that none of the words start with end with N. That is 5 letters, and that is true. The ones that end with N, there are 6 letters, like Ebonyi and Ibadan. So I can easily adjust this. Just add one more question mark, and it's going to tell me 10 of them end with N. This is now 6 now. So this exists now. So let's just verify. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 regions that end with n. So that's how to do that. Now we want to go to count ifs. Count ifs is a little bit different from count if because we'll be using like two or more criteria. You want to combine them together. Or what we'll be doing here, they are simply just one criteria. Even the one we did here is one criteria. So but for count ifs, you'll be combining two criteria together. So what I want to check here is I want to check which of the customer comes from Ibadan and also make a purchase that is more than 100 dollars or 100 naira. So what I'm going to do is equals count. It want to count for me, count ifs, but this time I'm not going to choose the count if. I'm choosing the count if, IFS. So I'm going to press my tab. The criteria range 1. Criteria range 1. That's the first range. That's Ibadan. Okay. Criteria range 1, comma. Then my criteria is Ibadan here. So I'm going to type Ibadan. I've told us you have to ignore the capital and the small letter. It doesn't really matter. So, comma, criteria range 2. We are coming to the sales. Criteria range 2, comma, and the criteria is, like I'm going to put my parentheses, it should be greater than 100. Greater than 100. Then close your bracket, and that's fine. So it's telling me that we have 3 people that come from Ibadan that is greater than 100. So let's quickly do some filtering to confirm our answer. So we uncheck all these. We only want Ibadan. We only want Ibadan, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 people here. But we want the one that is greater than 100. Obviously, okay, let's even check. The one that are greater than 100 are these 3 that we have here, and that is fine. So it means that our function is working fine. So that is how to do count if and count ifs in Microsoft Excel. You use it to count. Essentially, you could have a very large data and you want to count some particular criteria. So you use count if or count ifs in order for you to count. So thank you very much.